everybody, in this video you're gonna see me bend this frame up, make tabs for that. We deal with our hitch problems. We ran into some problems with the hitch. I'll walk you through that. We ended up building our own instead of using the store-bought because danger. But anyway, thanks for coming by, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Randy, see how far you make it. What's up? It's time to get after it. We got to build a frame for this trailer. This is not the trailer, this is the toolbox off the Prospector. I'm going to make sure that it fits on top of the frame I'm building because it'd just be really convenient to put all my tools in here. It locks and they'd stay dry. So that'd be really nice. These are the tires I got. They're 205/65/10 and they're rated for 87 miles an hour. But we got to build a trailer frame. We're going to get after the frame. I still haven't got any of my other parts except these air shocks, which is going to be the suspension. We'll have to figure out how to deal with that. But yeah, let's build a frame. Have I mentioned that we're going to build a frame? We're going to end up a little wider than the 42-inch max. I wanted 42 inches to the outside of the tires, but it's going to be like 44 with these tires on there. I wanted a wide tire to try and span some of the nasty holes in the road. That's 8 inches. 8 inches. About 45 inches wide. That's 42 to the center of the wheel now. Obviously that's touching the toolbox. We'll give ourselves like, you know, an 1/8 inch. We're gonna cut it close, I can tell you that. But anyway, I'm Ed, and this shit's it. Alrighty, I'm not gonna show much, well, I'm not gonna show any of the bending really, because if you can't hear it, my air compressor is running and it's gas powered. You wouldn't be able to hear anything, and the bender's not quiet. So we're just building a test 90 right now, so I can get some measurements off of it. And then I'm gonna build a trailer frame, and you'll see that. So anyway, I'm gonna mark the center of the tube I got over there. I'm gonna use a little bit thinner tube than this. I'm using 090. This is 8. I think 090 is plenty thick. By the time we get all our other components in it, put some gussets in it, it's gonna be just fine. Well, alright, I thought I'd show you this. So, unfortunately, we learned the hard way. That's, well, the tube's not scrap, but that bend laying in the ground over there, that's scrap. I did do some test bends with some other tube, but they're both thicker than this tube. So the problem I found, what was happening, is it was just dragging the stop of the dies back here, and it was just dragging this through the bender, and you can see how deformed the outside is and how really concaved both of those. Oh, well, sorry, that's the wrong side. This is the bad side. Look at how the tube's blown out this way, and it's squished in really hard this way. This is really deep, and this is our good bend where we were able to stop it from drawing itself through. And as you can see, it's a much cleaner bend than the other one. This is a little thinner tube. It requires a minimum of 0.120, and this is 090. So a little thinner than what the die says it's capable of. But I've come up with a process now that it's going to be just fine. You just got to clamp. You really got to clamp the piece on the back side of the shoe so the die can't try and draw this away what happens is when it draws it through, it like pulls it away from the inner die. So you're not getting the shape of the die. This deformation is in the shape of that die. So anyway, did any of that make sense? Probably not, but I'm going to continue on. We'll try again. So I like that though. That looks good. And that's going to make this trailer so much stronger than having it mitered and welded on every corner. Not that you can't. This will just look cleaner too. So anyway, I'm going to get back at it. There's plenty to do. Ouch. I whacked my finger with vice grip. Even vice grips are barely strong enough to stop the tube from pulling through, so I'll probably end up welding a physical stop. And then I'll just cut them off. Alright! Well, you guys, we ended up 26¼ wide, and I was shooting for 27, which I don't know why I was shooting for 27, because I just measured the box and it's 29 inches wide. So, oops. Oh well. We're just going to live with it, because I'm not going to bend up another 20-foot stick of tube for 3 inches. The box has plenty of support. We'll just make sure the tires are wide enough. Anywho, we're just gonna keep going. This might just end up a trailer just for this box at this point. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta figure out the front. I'm gonna Y them in, however far out. Let's measure the box. That'd be a good start. 64, and I was going to make the trailer 69. $69. So that's going to be the shoe and the bend, and then we'll flip it over for the other one to do the same thing. Hopefully they'll pass by each other, and then I'll cut them. And then that's how long the trailer will be. Well, alright guys, we got some of our trailer bent up here. Now we got to cut those off, and we'll run a center tube right in between them. I really don't think it probably needs to go all the way to the back. It'd probably be stronger if it did. We might run it all the way to the back. We might stop it somewhere up here, like around where the suspension's going to be. So next thing, I'm going to move some stuff out of the way now. I think we're done bending really long pieces, so that's nice. That was not easy by myself. I actually broke a sweat. I haven't broken a sweat in here since August of last year. So, I thought about bending these back the other way and making them flat and touch each other, but there's really no point, because I want to put a piece of tube through the middle of them. So that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I'm going to keep at it. I don't know if I'm going to make the suspension move anymore, because I think all I'm going to put on here is that toolbox and just leave it on there. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to continue on with this. Because, you know, like I said, it ended up a little narrower than I wanted it to be. It's only 29 inches now, or 26¼ and the toolbox is 29. Fucking Ed. That guy, man. That guy Ed. At the risk of ruining the project, I'm going to try and bend those back the other way and shoot 1.5 inches. I'm shooting for 1.5 inches gap in between these two things with them parallel, so there'll be 3 parallel bars, one of them being the trailer tongue. Cross your fingers. I think I did it right. We're gonna find out. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I mess this up. I don't know. I don't know. No, don't die, air compressor. What the hell? What happened? Well, it only took me 10 minutes to figure out I shut the fuel off. Yeah, boy. I think I'm right. The compressor is actually not that loud. Randy actually built a pretty nice exhaust system for it. It's really nice in the winter because it heats the inside of the truck. The back of it. I gotta move my backstop to this side of the tube. Okay, there's really no turning back. Bummer! Well, you guys, I don't really know how else to learn. Except by doing the things. So, sorry about the air compressor. So this is supposed to be 26 3/8, which is in here. Damn it. That's a big, I ended up with 7-inch gap up there. That blows. I mean, I wanted it 1.5 inches like that. I wanted this 1.5 inches wide so I could just put a tube in there. Well, that sucks. Okay, so I took a few minute breather, and we can salvage this. It's just going to take more work and more bending and more inserting this into the bender. We're going to need 2 more stops on here. We got to put our stops back here, and we will bend these in closer and then bend those out again. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I'll make it work. Because I don't want to like get the trailer any longer anyway. So we'll take these another 10 degrees, and then we'll take those another 10 degrees and see where we are. Uh-oh! Well, a little too far. There we go. You might just have to take the center die out again. Oh, watch out. Anyway, you see what I'm doing. I'll show you the results once I fight with this. Oh man, I think we did it, you guys. Our trailer's 26 3/8. Oh man. 2 inches in between there. 26 and 3/8. Oh! Just a little shy of 2 inches. If we would have been in both 81, it would have made it, but I didn't have that. We were buried in this bend, rebending this bend. Is that how it went? Yeah. Yep. That's how it went. Woo! I'm glad that's better. I mean, we might as well have done 290s. I learned a lot though, and that's important. That is important. Man, you guys should get your own tube and mess it all up so you learn something too, instead of just watching me mess it up. What do you think, Randy? You probably missed it. You skipped it, I'm sure. Okay, back to work. Hi-ya! Alrighty. I gotta take a break from that stuff, my back. All that twisting and pulling and that got to me. I don't have the healthiest back. Well, this is the rest of our trailer parts, I hope. I hope I got everything. It's 49 pounds. That's a handy weight to know. So that's a third of the trailer weight that I want. If we can get this thing in 150 pounds or less, be money. Oh, look at our cute little axle. Nice. And we got brakes. Oh, that's right. I got to build my own backing plate. I forgot about that part. I couldn't get these axles small with the backing plate. This went all the way up to like almost 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches, because it goes up to like a 3,500 pound rated. So, I mean, these are going to be plenty of brakes. I wish I would have made that 29 inches wide. That sucks. But that's okay. It's turning out just fine. I'm happy. Oh, our cotter pins. At least should be our loaded hub. It's trying to blow through the box. Ooh, bearing buddies. It's sick. Look at that. You just tear the cover off and go. Boop. Jam the axle in. And then we'll figure out where these need to sit, and then we'll build a backing plate. I really forgot I had to do that. Did I mention I need to use this trailer on the 11th, and today is now the 7th? So we have what's left of today and Saturday and Sunday to finish it, because I'd like to be out of here Monday morning with this trailer on wheels, loaded with tools. And I'd like to test it once before that too, would be nice. So, let's put this stuff on the tires. And like I said, I want this trailer to be modular. The toolbox isn't permanent on here. I want to be able to take it off and just have a flatbed for hauling other things that won't fit in that box. Awkward shaped shit. My tires, a stack of tires. Shit, I don't know, man. I do weird shit. I got a plan for weird shit. When you do weird shit, you plan for weird shit. Isn't that right, Dad? Okay. We're still at it. I think I'm going to build my axle first. I'm going to build like a U shape. Bent out a square tube. And have the axle stubs coming straight off of it. So this frame can get lower than the tires. Woo! Trailer parts. That's an important one. Importante. Thank you. Well, so I got it made, and now I wish I didn't, because if I would have thought about it more, this radius won't let me get this tube close to the box. You know what I mean? Like, no matter, I would have to make it super wide to get down in the flat of the radius. You know, I have to be out that far, and then my tube's down that far, which actually makes us taller off the ground. So it's going to be better if I just do it straight like that and then weld the spindle right to the top of it. Unfortunately, it won't look as cool, but it'll be better. And like I said earlier, the simplest way is usually the best. Okay, so we are on to idea number 69,420. And we are going to make some little drop legs for this. And then we're going to put our 1.5" square tube behind it. Because I want the thing to sit fucking low. I don't care how many pieces I have to cut. I don't care how many pieces I have to bend or redo or anything. I'm going to make it the way I want it because that's the way I am. So, let's, I'm going to get this all squared on here. We're going to move her into 1 3/4. And I'm going to weld it there. Oh man, it's going to be harder. I don't want it flush out there. It's going to be harder to get square. I can't lay it all the way down because then the axle's not in the middle of the tube. And I really want this thing in that crook because it's going to be square off of this. We need to bevel this so we can get a good weld. I wish I had some better squares and shit, but I just don't. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, fingers, toe. Where's that other square? Big one. I wonder if the thing's even recording anymore. Oh boy. What do you guys think about that? Huh? What do you think about that shit going on? Looks square enough to me. I'm doing it. I'm going to shut you guys off for a minute. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do it to the other one and then I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I might have to call it quits. I don't even know what time it is. What's up, everybody? We got our stubs on here. I hope I don't regret fully welding them and not just tacking them. I probably should have just tacked them in case I change my mind about something else because we know that happens around here every 15 minutes. So, we need to cut a piece of tube to go in between these. So let's do that. I also went to the store this morning and got the steel shop. Got myself some 2x2 11 gauge square tube for the compact camp hitch that I really don't even like. I really don't even want to use it. I really don't even want to use. Oh man, I need a freaking fab table. That would make my work so much nicer. Not that this won't work. It's just much more time consuming. God. The Eagle Eye says it's golden. It might be like a 30-second off. We're going with it. Okay. Listen up, everybody. This is from Compact Camp Trailers. Okay? I got this heim joint, this lock, which is also the pin that holds this heim joint onto this. This is also theirs. Okay, so this and this I'm happy with. This, you already heard me discuss it before. I thought it was designed differently. I'm not okay with this. And I'll tell you why. We screw this on here. This is part of the swivel. This doesn't go tight against here. I'm going to get her cranked in. This piece is designed to go into a piece of 2-inch 10-gauge square tube. Okay? And you can see you will never get it lined up. It's supposed to be probably about 1 thread off, so it can still swivel this direction, and you get the ball up here, which I don't know why this isn't a 1-inch heim with a 3/4 high misalignment spacer. That would make much more sense, and you would get much more direction everywhere. Okay? But why I don't like this is because you are continually stretching and compressing these threads. It's not designed to take that repeated force over and over and over. These are made for clamping things together, maybe adjusting your heim, but you would still back this up with a jam nut so it didn't move. And then it's not walking like that on the threads. There's play there. Okay? So now imagine with the trailer tongue vibrating and your motorcycle vibrating, it's doing this with these pieces, while it's doing the in and out with these pieces. I don't care what kind of material you use here, you're gonna destroy the threads, and this is gonna come apart, and you're gonna die on your motorcycle. This is a very stupid design. I will not be using it. This chunk of aluminum will get returned. Can't Kill Yourself can keep that. I will be using their pin, which I'm sure they just buy these from somewhere. They probably don't make them. I'll use their little lock too. This is how we're gonna make our hitch swivel. 3/4 bolt. 3/4 16. At least they use fine thread. That was nice of them. You can get this heim off the shelf anywhere though, but I would recommend getting a 1-inch and high misalignment spacers. You could even do it when you order this. This is a bushing for leaf spring suspension of some sort or anything like that. It takes this bushing insert, which is a 1-inch OD and too small for what I need. We went to North 40. North 40, not Camp Kill Yourself, not Wing Stuff, not all these motorcycle trailer builder places that have this shit. North 40. We're gonna sleeve that with these. Our bolt and this will go in here. I'll put it together for demonstration purposes, even though I just have to take it back apart. I'm just nice like that. Okay. That will be in there like that. We still have our spinny spin. We put on a washer. Okay. We put on, we might need one more jam nut. And then we jam nut. These are sloppy washers. We're going to go get some new washers. So then we'll jam nut this in there. Okay. And then, oh, maybe I won't have to go get another jam nut. Then we get our heim on here. So then our heim goes down tight. I don't know if that'll go all the way in there. Maybe we'll get a different bolt. Oh yeah. We got this. There. That is much better designed. So now we're pulling and stopping and vibrating on a rubber bushing. We will weld this to the tongue of the trailer. Whoop, we got our tongue right here. Maybe do a little cool whoop dump truck turn. This is the same coupling that's on the dump truck trailer. This is literally $40 worth of hardware, including this bushing that comes with the rubber, and 1 3/4 bolt and some washers. This to me is unacceptable. This setup will get somebody killed. It is not going on my motorcycle. You guys seen my disappointment in it yesterday when I first opened it. I'm so tired of paying for ill-designed parts. I can't take it anymore. Look. I even have mounting plates for this. That's not a direction we'd want to pull on these tabs. We'd have to box them in so they don't want to fall over, but this is such a easier, simpler design, and to me 200% safer, at least. And look, why I think it needs a high misalignment spacer is that right there. I can only get that much angle out of it. And that's why they count on the threads. That's why they count on the threads being able to turn inside the heim joint with their setup. But now my whole bolt will turn. So it doesn't matter. And if I do bottom out like that, at least I have a little rubber deflection in there. And this will also inherently make everything smoother because it'll cancel out vibrations from the trailer and cancel out vibrations from your motorcycle. Oh, anyway, I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for listening to me rant. I would not buy that swivel coupler. Not worth the money. These parts look fine. I don't know if they make these or get them from somewhere. It would be even nicer if this was taller anyway, because then I could put a high misalignment spacer on it. Let me show you what high misalignment spacers are. I do. Do I have a 3/4? Look at that. I even have the correct size, but I'll show you why I can't use them. So as you can see, they come in different profiles too. So these are designed to go into your heim ball, just like that. Same with this one. But now you can get, look how much more rotation I can get out of that now. But that's why this would need to be a 1-inch heim joint, and you would get 1-inch high misalignment spacers with a 3/4 ID. That's nowhere near the same. I'm like way up here. We just bottom out. And if you like go up and down a driveway that's too steep, you'll bottom this out and possibly bend your hitch or your trailer tongue. And not to mention, we probably wouldn't even need this thing to swivel if you just used high misalignment spacers. I think it would really render... Oh, well, part of the swivel is when you crash, or if you crash. But look how much room that is. Look, these are 1-inch heims right here. I don't think I have 3/4 misalignment spacers though. Anywho, that's what you get for buying stuff instead of building it yourself. Oh man! Okay, seriously, we're gonna get back on building an axle is what we were doing. I think the battery died in the camera, but I got her all welded up. I'm gonna put the tires on it just so I can get the frame off the ground, and then I'm gonna start designing some suspension. Yeah. Alright, look at that! It's starting to look like a trailer. This chassis at ride height needs to be about 12 inches off the ground to match up with our hitch, so it's just perfectly flat. So I think I already said I'm going to shoot for 11 so we can have some tongue weight on here. And we need to figure out, we need to keep 65% of our gross load in front of the axle. So if we have 600 pounds on here, 65% of 600 pounds is 390 pounds. So we almost need to carry 400 pounds up here. So we'd have 600 overall, but the reason why we want 65% of it in front of the axle is to give us some tongue weight. We don't want to have too much tongue weight, obviously. The correct amount of tongue weight is 10 to 12% of your overall load. So if we have 600 pounds on here, we'd have 60 pounds of tongue weight. And that's the max that our hitch can take anyway. So, where we place this axle is important. And then we have to do our tongue length, which is going to be our wheel center width times 2 basically. Or we want this 1.5 to 2.0 ratio, width versus tongue length. And the tongue length is from center of axle to center of pivot on the hitch. Yeah, suspension time. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this one up here. This is enough for one video, especially with the Can't Kill Yourself swivel hitch ranting multiple times. The next thing we got to do is build some suspension. We're gonna build some suspension, and then we'll build the hitch. And then we're going to go for a test ride. And I want to put a test ride in the video so you guys can see how this trailer reacts and acts and see if it's usable and whatnot. Today is the 8th. I still have to leave the 11th to go to the garbage dump and work on a bunch of yachts. So, yeah, I got this weekend to get this done. Today is Friday. I got Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday I would like to be testing it. So anyway, thanks for coming around, guys. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Come back if you want to see how I do the suspension. We still got to put our backing plate in for our brakes too.